This is a really cool thing we're about to do here. We are launching a new channel. You can see it right here. Everyone Eats. New Facebook page, new YouTube channel. And that's actually right now, this is called Quarantine Cooking because we're quarantined and we're cooking. See, clutter. And I have got some of the other Everyone Eats members here. I've got, first of all, you can actually see what I'm doing. So let's throw that up there real quick. This is kind of a fun thing that we're actually going to try out. It's the first time Ray just did his a second ago. This is the first time I'm doing mine. And here's the bird. What we're going to do with that. So there's way too much of this area. I can't reach as easily. And now Siri thinks I'm talking to her. Go away, Siri. And we also have the John Michael Payton, foodie and amateur chef at his station. You know how every super... Siri's talking to me. Go away, Siri. Siri's still talking. And Ray, where are you? Come on. There you go.
Hey, what's up, guys?
All right. So you did this in your show, and wow, it's a lot harder than it. And now I know why you were struggling so much. This is not easy. We are cutting away the dark meat from the bird, not because we don't want it, because we love it, but it's going to make some amazing secondary meals. And what this show, Ray, tell them what the show's about a little bit. This is a little bit of your ingenuity here.
Absolutely. So what I did with my turkey anyway is I broke it down to component level. And when I say component, I took the carcass and I stripped the carcass clean. I took the chicken breast. Each breast will be used in a separate recipe. I'm going to wrap one in bacon and another I'm going to cook in my Ninja pressure cooker / air fryer. I have one leg that's going to be dedicated to barbecue. I use my favorite barbecue sauce from Kansas City for that. And another leg we're going to utilize in a mixed dark meat, white meat pot pie, and massive sandwich combo. And so I broke everything down so it can be cooked separately. One, it affects your cook time greatly. It makes it a lot shorter. And like Chris right there, he just got a leg separated off there. So it makes
that was a wing.
And it's a whole lot. Oh, a wing. My apologies.
Got the gizzard here.
Oh, there you go. You know that's a turkey neck. That's a turkey neck.
Gotcha.
Yes.
John, he and I have been working on YouTube videos for about 10 years now together, and he knows how to cook as much, if not more so than I do.
More.
He sends a lot of really good recipes my way.
I mean, the trick here is to dismember the bird like it was a snitch.
Oh,
so like if any snitch, you want to break it up into individual parts and then smaller parts so they fit in the drum. Now, did you get the lie? Sorry, that's the other thing.
So now Ray's going to be monitoring comments and helping us share the technology here in the background. So he's going to come and go occasionally. All right. We're getting there. Well, this is a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. I have never dismembered a bird like this before.
Well,
but one of the good things about this bird, 14-pound bird, we got it on sale for only like about $7.
Oh, wow.
So if you go after the holiday, all of your bird goes on sale. You buy 4 or 5, throw them in the freezer. If you got a room for it. If you don't, find somebody friend with a freezer.
And the real trick to getting a good price is having the entire world economy collapse from a virus before you go to buy it.
Yes, it was all part of the plan. All part of the plan. So, how are you holding up over there in your quarantine village, John?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm
you got a little bit of a zoo, don't you?
A little bit. We've got at least. Oh, there we go.
There's part of the zoo.
There we go.
Some of the kitty lovers out there. Wow, there is a lot of meat I always miss on this thing. I'm getting there though.
Oh, there you go.
And now one of the things we're going to be having some fun doing is I'm essentially doing what I would call it your typical turkey dinner. Ray had some pretty amazing recipes going on, but the great thing about turkey dinners is they're not that difficult unless you're doing what I'm doing right now. This is the hardest part of the whole thing. So,
sorry.
Now, did you brine it?
I did not brine this one. I have brined it before. Mr. Alton Brown had a brine recipe. You sent it to me, John.
Yep.
That was amazing. Oh, come here, bird. Over here. Yeah. So what's the good news is it's going to cook faster because it's going to be less weight when I'm all said and done here. But brining does add some good flavor. There's one thing I'm going to stuff. I'm going to use this bowl a little bit with an apple and an onion, which I also got from Alton Brown. Give some credit, some shout out to him.
Yep.
Switch knives here. I need to carve through some bone. Can you hear that?
Don't worry, they'll talk any second.
Did you have this much trouble, Ray, getting that thing separated?
No. So if you look on the turkey, if you feel around, there's a knuckle in the joints. One of the legs, I had a hard time finding that knuckle, and it's been a while since I cut a turkey down. But once you find that, you're
there it is.
right through it.
Found it.
Aha!
There it is.
Like a charm.
I feel like, when you're a butcher, I don't know why, I feel like I have an Italian accent.
That's mainly the racism. Don't worry about it. It'll pass.
Why is that
Always
racist?
make sure you keep that sharp edge moving away from you, just in case of slippage there, buddy.
Yeah, I
I
know.
want to keep you as safe as possible, my friend.
Yeah, earlier you had a glove on or something like that.
I did, yes. Whenever I do work like that, I put on one of the cut-proof gloves. I learned the hard way many times that I am not a pro with the knife. So I was gifted one of those a few years ago, and it keeps my non-knife hand safe.
Yep.
For that mistake that I'm going to make. That doesn't make a lot of those.
This leg off. Twisting. So Robin's over there. She's been making marshmallow salad. Where are you taking it? Go to the fridge?
Yeah.
You want to show it to them?
I mean, it just looks like white fluff.
White fluff, just tasty fluff. I mean, who doesn't want marshmallow salad, right? White fluff. All right, so we have got everything separated. Voila. And John, if you don't mind, talk to me a little bit about what you do with your turkey while I wash my hands real quick. Step right over here.
All righty. Well, I typically brine it, and then after you get done brining it, you want to rub it down with an oil or butter. I like butter. If I do butter, I try to get the butter stuffed up underneath the I was actually trying to point at something you can't see. Trying to stuff it up underneath the skin real well. You want to put your spices, et cetera, et cetera. And then you're good to get it in there.
Good to get it in there, huh?
Get it done.
So I need to find something to put. I didn't think of this. To put the legs in temporarily. Hang on, I know, right here. Let's put the pan. We got to clear some space. And this, what I'm going to do with this, by the way, is I am going to boil it, and we're going to turn it into a soup.
Broiling would be putting it under the oven with the topping.
Oil, not broil.
Oil, not broil.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to stick this aside for a second.
You're going to boil that meat.
Boil it.
On top.
Yeah. Pour out some blood. Not my blood. Now, so people love my gravy. And as I get the oven going, and should have gotten this going beforehand. 350. You want to comment, Ray? I'm cooking at 350 degrees. I used to use a convection, but now I don't. So, I learned an old trick. I don't use one of those little trays. I actually bake it out of celery. Voila. Which has been washed preemptively.
So that's some really good looking celery. Can you tell us where you found that at in Tulsa?
It was one of the things I had to run and grab. I went to Reese's, and it was about $1.69. And actually, a lot of the stuff I get is from Reese's. Not always, but John and I have a tradition when we're not in quarantine to go grocery shopping together. And we visit several places: Trader Joe's, Reese's,
The Asian market.
Namhai, yes, Asian market. John, have you been to the Asian market since the quarantine?
I have not, but I've tried to limit my traversing the city to it.
Well, that's very responsible of you. I'm sure you needed something over there.
I tried to get rice over there and they're all.
So you can kind of see right here how the celery is all kind of propped up right there like that. And I'm actually going to move this camera just ever so slightly up here.
Okay, is that orange juice, the screwdriver, butter? What do you got down there?
Oh, this right here. Is this mine? The one left?
Yes.
Okay, so this is actually a mimosa.
Mimosa. There we go.
You always have to have. Siri keeps trying to talk to me. Siri, go away. Now I'm gonna put the bird in here.
Oh.
Make sure it stands up correctly. Crush it down. There we go. All right. Now,
I like the placement of that bird on the celery. You gave it a fresh bed of celery to relax on. It takes a nice thaw treatment type adventure.
It is a loved bird.
and now just like
It gets its me time in.
you do what?
It's a loved bird. It gets its me time in. It does a lot of self-care.
Oh,
I like that.
We're gonna have some butter self-care in a second.
I mean, after it gets heated up, it's going to relax and just fall apart.
And the neck, I actually throw the neck in because I like to have it help make the juices. And I actually already started an onion here.
So, Chris, I got to ask you, did you take the bag of giblets out of your turkey?
There wasn't one in this case.
You might double check that, my friend. They're tucked in the opposite end where you found the neck. So not there. Look at the other end. You definitely. I made the mistake about 10 years ago of not finding that.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, I think you just saved the day.
Yep, bag of giblets.
Yes, definitely don't want to leave that in the bird. You don't want to cook that plastic. It will release toxins directly into the meat and make it not safe for consumption. So kudos for pulling that out, my dude.
Ray saves lives. All right, so now I've got an onion here, and I'm going to stuff the. By the way, I'm not stuffing it to eat the apple or to eat the onion. This is just an Alton Brown trick for flavor.
True story.
Yeah. Can I get it all in there? Oh, yeah. Losing an onion here. And losing an apple. There we go. It's kind of at this point. I'm just kind of stacking it. It's getting pretty full. I think it's full. All right, there we go. And now, last but definitely not least, la beurre.
La beurre.
It's French. It's actually le beurre. Butter is masculine in the French language.
So it's heart disease. Not true. Anyone, get yourself checked.
Heart disease might be masculine. I don't know what the French word for heart disease is. They just kind of arbitrarily make things male or female over there. I don't know.
I am sure if you did the research, there would be a reason behind each and every one.
Yeah. I'm more interested in cooking than researching why some French word is chosen to be masculine or feminine. So, right now I'm just going to throw this in the microwave, which, by the way, was beautifully decorated by my lovely girlfriend who's over there prepping eggs for deviled eggs. Is that what this was?
Oh, look at that. Chris is using his sous chef Mike over there.
I'm decorating.
Sous chef what?
Mike, I don't have a microwave. I have Chef Mike that helps me expedite the heating up process.
All right, so there's that. Now, why that's watch it. We're gonna pull over here to the potatoes. This is what I like. Where's the stuff?
And also, guys, while Chris is doing a couple of things in the background, do me a favor. Drop me a comment, one where you're located right now, where you're tuning in from, and also let us know which page you're viewing us from right now. So this live stream has been shared out to about 7 or 8 different pages that Chris manages. So we'd like to know exactly where you're tuning in from so we can give you a shout out live on the stream.
That's a good idea. All right, so butter makes everything better. Anybody here a Julia fans? Child, I love Julia. This is so hot, but I wish you could smell it. Reese's also has these clearance items of Christmas candies that we got 2 bags of it. It's our guilty pleasure. So right now, it's getting that all mixed up. I don't need it completely 100% melted. I just need to put it over the burger. And yes, I love butter. Butter. Look at that. Is butter bad?
Oh, that looks fantastic.
Look at that.
Wow.
Now massage it. Massage it in.
Well, I got to massage the salt in now. So right now I'm going to get
Ooh, salt scrub.
Salt scrub. I'm going to exfoliate that bird before it goes in.
I just reorganized my cabinet. Okay, there it is. There's one. So I get my salt from the Cherry Street Farmers Market. This is a Himalayan salt from the Cherry Street Farmers Market, which was only $6.75. I'm really low. They need to go back when everything's opened up. Just kind of sprinkle it on the salts. John, do you know why Himalayan salt's better?
It's a mineral content, though, and it might just be the lighting that looks white and not pink, which Himalayan salt's usually pink.
Well, it is normally pink. Yes, this got a little mixed up with another salt, so it's kind of got mixed up with a kosher salt.
I gotcha.
Push it in there. Look at how it's cooling off, and it's already.
I think Himalayan salt has more iron.
Himalayan salt has more iron.
I think so.
Hey, John, you have a laptop? You can Google. Does Himalayan salt have more iron? You haven't figured out. Jam.
So I'm going to put this comment back up on the screen. Our friend Stephanie Carper popped in. Hello, Stephanie. How you doing tonight? Thanks for tuning in to our episode of Quarantine Cooking with Chris. If you haven't already, check out our new YouTube channel, Stephanie, called Everyone Eats. We're going to be posting a lot of turkey recipes for quarantine cooking on there in the next few days. So please be sure to subscribe and like those videos when you watch those.
All right. Now, we're going to talk about one of my favorite elements of. Now, see, I think the best thing about these live videos is it's unlike a lot of other cooking shows where everything's already pre-done. We get chit chat while we work hard like normal people. So, rutabaga. Most people don't know what rutabaga is.
Okay.
This is what Jessica did. She didn't know what rutabaga was. This is rutabaga. It's a rooty thing. Now, I've started skinning it so you can see how it looks once it's skinned. And this is like a sweet, almost dessert-like, delicious feature that my family's always used. And you just kind of, just like a potato, you just kind of take it like this. And, by the way, if you don't have a butcher block, I love having a butcher block. I got this over at IKEA. And it stores all my pots and pans underneath. It's a little breakfast nook. But I grew up with a butcher block in the center of the kitchen. So it's a useful thing. The first time I started cutting on it, actually one of my roommates back in the day was like, "You're going to ruin it." I'm like, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to cut it up. It's got to speed up a little bit, you know? Now I kind of wish we had actually, done this already. John, pull John up here. Talk to somebody.
Hi.
Hi.
Mise en place. Mise en place is what you're talking about.
Mise en place?
Mise en place, or something like that. It means, I think it means things in its place. It's when everything's pre-done. It's what a sous chef, I believe, does. Because they make sure everything's ready, so the cook can just get or the chef can just get to cooking, or whoever's doing the work. Mise en place, which is French for everything in its place.
Nice. Again, the French are really coming up a lot in this show today.
Well, we're cooking.
They do know how to cook. That's one of their qualities. All right, so there you go. Nice little rutabaga. And
now, you always have to remember it is important never to rub another man's rutabaga.
No, yeah, you don't want to do that. That's a little too intimate.
And it's important never to dance with the devil in the pale moonlight. Or ask someone, have you done such things?
Now, if you get that reference, please comment below. You better. You're my friend. Now this, the hardest part. Rutabagas are so hard.
So there might be a better way to do that, my dude. I have never cooked with one of those. I've cooked with many, many things. That's not one I have in my repertoire. Maybe, do you have a bigger knife, my dude?
No, this is my...
Well, we can have some fun. I know you have a sword.
I have a sword. I'm not fighting today.
Sword play. That could be fun.
I mean,
Machete?
Swords in the Kitchen with Chris, John, and BiggestRayRay.
Home accidents with.
Oh my. Do it. This is great content, Chris. Just do it.
You can't sheathe it without drawing blood.
I didn't fully unsheath it. All right, what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna actually try this. I'm gonna try them here. Because I think that the butcher block's giving too much, so we're gonna try this. Hang on.
Oh my. So I'm gonna zoom in on Chris doing this here.
All right.
Oh,
Oh, he got it. Never mind.
a famous Australian jumping rutabaga.
Oh, crap. 5 seconds.
Oh, it's okay.
You did remember to kill it before you started dismembering it, right?
I forgot. Are you supposed to kill rutabagas?
Yes.
Oh, dang it. I have a wonderful sous chef washing things. So now you can actually come over here and see. I mean, this is the hardest part. And it takes a while to boil. It's not like potatoes, boil in like 10 minutes. It takes a while. So we're going to put this pot here. I'm going to throw a little bit in here. You've got to try rutabaga, and it's really cheap. I got it researched for like $2.50, I think.
It is a root vegetable. Here, I'll look some information up on it.
Right.
Oh, and by the way, yes, pink salt is pink because of the high iron content.
High iron content?
Yeah.
You were right there. Yeah.
So Chris, our friend Jasmine here is asking in, what are you cutting up? Do you want to tell her a little bit about that and where you found it, my friend?
Yes, rutabaga. So earlier in the show, we talked about rutabaga as being a family tradition. It's a root vegetable. We skinned it. You see here the skin pieces. And then we just boil it. We boil it for a while. I'm also going to add some more of that salt in here. Preferably Himalayan. This is a little mixture of Himalayan and the color's not coming through the camera as well. It is fairly pink, but it's got a little bit of a kosher salt in there too. From my Jewish roots. And Scots and Jews, they have a similar roots, right? That thing?
No, not even a little bit.
Not even. Oh.
All
right.
I will say though, The Roots is one of my absolute favorite late night TV show bands. I don't know if that translates here at all, but so did you get to see them when they opened the 100 nights of concerts when a gathering place opened in 2018?
I did not. I wanted to go.
That was a fantastic live show. It's too bad you missed it. They were fun to watch.
Lucky. The next thing we're going to do is potatoes. This is the one thing I actually kind of wish I had actually done in advance because the rutabaga is kind of fun and exciting to watch. But thank you. We'll turn the rutabagas on. Right now, when I actually just pop it on boiling high. Everyone's got a mashed potato recipe, right?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
A couple of them.
John, what's an example of one of your recipes?
What I mean, are we looking fancy or just straight up mashed potatoes?
Well, I'm going to do straight up mashed potatoes, but you can talk about fancy if you want.
Well, typically what I do is I chop it into cubes. The smaller the pieces, the quicker it cooks. I then take it and put it in cold water and bring it up to a boil. Once it's a boil, I leave it in for like 8 to 10 minutes. Remove it from there, put it in a bowl, and then toss a liberal amount of butter on it, and then a liberal amount of whatever cheese I've chosen for the day. Ooh. And you got your garlic powders and peppers and such. Oh, and I salt the water. So I salt the water that I do it in. That way that it infuses into it, and I don't actually add any additional salt after I've done that. And then
butter.
After I melt the butter, after I melt the cheese, I then add some half and half or cream. And then I just start stirring it up until it whips up into a delicious amalgam of fat.
Well, fat is the tree in which flavor arrives on.
Yep.
And that is I've been saying that for years. Contrary to popular belief, fat doesn't make you fat. It's not necessarily good if you have some heart conditions or cholesterol problems, but that was the sugar industry wanted the people to think fat made them fat, not sugar. But you need to have fats.
Right. You need to have fats. You can eat, and then if you're eating carbs and fats and everything else, very. That's when you're eating too much of both can lead to weight gain.
Yes.
But it's the refined sugars and also a heavy load of carbs in the frying and the suches that has led to obesity. Sugar is more responsible than fat.
You know what I miss the most in this quarantine right now? Mother Road Market.
Ah, yes. I ate there a lot.
Yes, we have some amazing stuff there. What's your favorite place at Mother Road?
Favorite? I've been to a lot. Where did I go the most? Went to the chicken and the wolf a lot because their batter. Megan has a egg allergy, and the batter they use on their chicken is vegan, even though it's chicken, so it doesn't have any eggs in it. So it's just
They have vegan batter on the meat.
Yeah, because it's the same batter they use for both. The same batter they use for both, so they make it vegan for that. So Megan can have that. There's been a place that does fish and chips really well. That's there about once. It was there for about once or twice a month, or a couple times a week, or whatever. Called Union Jacked, and
You need what?
Union Jacked, as in jacked. And we went there a lot, and it was quite delicious. Actually, interesting side note: I'd said we needed to start a food truck that does British food like that, and fortunately, someone did it for me. So now I get to eat it.
One comedian made a joke that British food, is so bland that you have to put vinegar on it, makes it taste better. I'm like, you just haven't had good British food then.
This is true. They make a really good. They had a banger burger actually that was really good that I had, and they had they do bangers and mash, mushy peas, Scotch eggs.
Scotch eggs, yeah. Got to throw the Scottish accent in there once,
right? And then I tried right before the quarantine. I tried the new sushi place and ramen place that was in there, Akira, I believe, and it was really good. Like it was. Megan took one taste of it and said, "Hey, it's Japan." She lived there for a couple months. Same program deal.
Over at the.
I visited the Chicken and the Wolf a couple of times, and where the food was phenomenal. It was well worth the wait. I was disappointed in the hottest not being hot enough for me.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Mike's telling me that the Chicken and the Wolf sandwich that we tried wasn't hot enough for it. We had the milk.
So like I've been to Hattie B's in Nashville. I waited 2 hours in line to get my hot chicken there.
Oh wait, no, we got both.
And their hot chicken is hot.
Right.
Like it put me. I was able to power through it, but I had to take a few breaks. It was that kind of hot. I mean, mind you, in Nashville, if you go to one of the staples, you're going to get the real deal. But Chicken the Wolf is as close as I found to that outside of Tennessee. So I'm glad that we got that at Mother Road Market right here in the Tulsa Metro.
We could steal an idea from a very popular channel and not interview people with it, but we could get like the top 5 sauces from Hot Ones and have you go through those on some chicken wings.
I did some of that on my own YouTube channel.
You did? I'm sorry.
And
I should have known that.
Oh, no, it's all good. 3 of the sauces were pretty boilerplate. They weren't very hot, but the last dab sauce was it was on fire, man. Just over 1 million Scovilles, the bottle I ordered, but it was delicious enough. It wasn't that bad.
Okay.
I did have the Dave's Insanity sauce, which has been featured on Hot Ones. If you've seen that show on YouTube, that by far was harder to consume than even the last dab sauce. That was brutal.
Yeah, there's one what is it called? There's one that's in the list that is everyone just says it's just pain. It's like
the bomb.
The bomb. That's it.
So, John, I was talking to the biggest Ray earlier that we need to start doing some movie and TV references.
Okay.
For our show, like how to make good, fish sticks and custard for the Tulsa TARDIS page. And
I got
you. I saw a recipe for green and blue milk, which I think is hilarious. That's a recipe for milk, but
Well, the green and blue milk in somewhere you've been in Disney at the thing that I'm not remembering it's called, but we probably shouldn't say it because they'll sue us for it. Their blue milk or green milk varieties is an almond-based beverage, so it's actually not made from like dairy milk.
And Jessica tried. What did we try? The green milk or the blue milk?
Blue.
Blue milk. Yeah, it was horrible. It tasted like somebody actually dropped potpourri in a beverage.
Ah,
A hint of coconut.
Is it a hint of coconut? Yeah. It should have had more of a hint. It should have had a hint of potpourri and like strong coconut or something. I know they were trying to make it where everyone could try it and eat it.
It didn't taste like milk at all.
There was nothing about it.
Well, because it's dairy free.
Yeah, but you can make yours almond based and stuff like that. Did you say it was almond based?
I think it's a nut base. I think it might be almond. Here, I'll look it up real quick.
Well,
What is the blue milk of Disney? Plant-based dairy. It's rice milk, actually.
rice milk. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to get this. Can you go ahead and fill this sucker up here? This guy.
You can tell this isn't television because we haven't hidden the fact that it's stovetop.
Oh no, I'm being very adamant about that. I'm hoping Stovetop, provides us with a sponsorship.
There we go.
Thinking the same about the advertising.
Stovetop, it's just like stuffing, but not.
The and not probably lost you your sponsorship.
That's easy.
We gotta have a good sense of humor somewhere, right? Oh, she just made some amazing deviled eggs over here, just kind of hanging out. Look at these guys.
Cool. I like deviled eggs.
Right? I mean, who doesn't? Leave you refrigerated?
Is it inappropriate to have deviled eggs so close to Easter?
The marshmallow.
They were
salad.
actually the rejected Easter eggs. So the Easter eggs, they didn't color right or something happened.
I decorated them yesterday, and they're the rejectables.
The rejectables.
The ones that
Oh, okay.
Didn't look pretty, huh? So, get some water in here.
Oh, and we just lost John Michael Payton, by the way. He might be having some technical difficulties. Just to give you a heads up, if you reach out to him right now, he won't respond.
All right. Well, Ray, how things coming on your end?
Things are looking fantastic. We're shared out again to 7 or 8 pages on Facebook. I want to encourage everybody tuning in to let me know where you're tuning in from, and also which page you're viewing this right now. This is live on our new Facebook page to support our new YouTube channel, Everyone Eats.
Everybody's awesome, and everybody eats.
So look in the comments right now to see a link to our new YouTube channel. We just launched it last night. It's just about 20 hours old. We don't have enough subscribers yet to get that custom URL. So the website that I posted does look a little different, but no, it is legitimate. It'll take you right to our page, and you can view our first 2 recipes in an edited video style. Be sure to give those a like and subscribe to our channel if you like the content. And if you do like those, please share that out with your family and friends. We'll have a lot more videos up just like that in the near future.
Well, we are having a good time here. So I wasn't the timing of this, putting this together. It's really easy to make stovetop stuffing.
it's ready in 5 minutes.
Ready in 5 minutes, and nothing else will be ready in 5 minutes. So therefore, we're not going to be doing this right now. Right now,
Hey, I'm back.
hey, welcome back.
I was trying to turn up the brightness on my computer, and I hit some shortcut that killed my screen. So there you go.
Those nasty shortcuts. So the secret to really good stovetop stuffing is actually getting yourself some Swanson. You're right there, right on Swanson.
Isn't it the same company?
Is it?
I don't know.
No, it's Kraft.
Oh, okay.
So I make it with chicken broth because it makes it taste like you stuffed a bird and pulled it out. And earlier we were talking about, just to kind of refresh your memory, we took apart the chicken. There it is. And that is a lot right there. That is a lot of weight. We're about to put the bird in. It has finally hit 350. We are boiling our rutabaga. We are boiling our potatoes. And that is, so let's add this up. So the bird was about $7. The rutabaga about $2.50. So we're at like $9.50. And then we got stovetop was about $2.
Less than.
Less than $2. Let's just round it up. So we're looking at like $11.50, and then $12.50. Celery, $13.14, and potatoes. So this whole thing is costing out of pocket under $20, probably $16, $17. And
how many does it serve?
Easy turkey pot pie. You want to make a pot pie? Jessica's found some pot pie. Look over here. I can see you.
I know. I like that.
You like no, it's this is going to serve easily. Ray, what do you think? How much do you think it's going to be?
So, I calculate everything in the number of meals I get out of it. So with you and Jessica there, easily I would guess that you would get 6 total meals out of that. Each of you could eat 3 healthy meals and have leftovers for other fantastic recipes. And depending on what you add in, you can easily add another 4 to 6 meals. So feeding a family of 2 or a couple like yourselves approximately 10 to 12 meals or 5 to 6 days worth of food for under $20.
Yeah. And the only thing we didn't include was the cost of the noodles for the soup. So what do those cost?
Figure $3 to $4.
Roughly $4,
$4?
3 something.
What kind of noodles are they? You always tell me the right kind to get. They're an egg noodle, right?
It's in the frozen section at Reese's.
Frozen section at Reese's.
Hold on, it
she's
starts
looking
with an R.
Starts with an R. Dun, 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 dun. Do drum rolls and knives? That's horrible idea. Horrible idea.
Do you have the noodles where we can see those, Chris?
Unfortunately, do we have any noodles left?
No.
Reams noodles. Okay, I'm going to show a phone to a phone.
Oh,
Ah, okay.
Okay. There you go. Reams
There you
noodles.
go. Huh.
That's the
Reams
one thing we
noodles.
get because we're not going to cook that today. We're going to cook that probably tomorrow or Monday because we have to boil the chicken first to make the broth and then to pull the meat off the bones and stuff like that.
Yes.
So that is a lot, by the way. I didn't realize that like the calf, the bird is dark. That's awesome. And
That's a turkey. Turkey, by the way.
turkey, what I say?
Chicken.
I said chicken?
okay.
Yeah, a couple of times.
You get 12-ounce packages, 8 cases, or 8 per case for $22.95.
So you can buy them in bulk on what? Amazon?
Very nice.
Shipping noodles?
I don't know. It says foodservicedirect.com. I've never heard of that one.
But so this is going to be something we're going to start trying out. Everybody eats, showing ways to, on a budget, make a culinary meal. And
Isn't technically every meal a culinary meal?
well, I'm saying a tasty because a lot of people are afraid of turkey dinners. They always say that they saw their mother toiling away for 2 days on it. I'm like, well, there's a lot of things, but you just do the turkey, the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, and throw in like a salad or a rutabaga. It is not that much work. We have been on air for 37 minutes. I have not done any prep. That includes tearing the bird apart. And all it's doing right now is just cooking.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The only time I made egg noodles, or not egg noodles, made a turkey, was the turkey I got from Popeyes.
You made turkey from Popeyes?
Okay, yeah. So
Okay.
every year from Popeyes, they in November they sell a turkey, but you have to go quick because I think they sell out in the first week. Really good.
Popeyes sells turkeys?
Yes.
I had no idea.
That's the only turkey I've ever made.
Have you ever tried Popeyes sandwiches? So, Ray, comment below that we're asking if you tried the Popeyes chicken sandwiches. I have had this new fascination and love affair with the spicy chicken. I don't know why I said it, the spicy chicken sandwich dipped in the mashed potato gravy. My mouth literally just watered. I had to swallow because of it. It was amazing. And my lovely girlfriend introduced that to me. Don't forget the rutabaga needs to be cooked. I have no idea how long. It's always different. But it's until it's mushy, kind of like a mashed potato. Then you mash it, throw some butter and salt and pepper in. And the mashed potatoes are heating up right now. We're not going to show you all the details on that, but that's the reason I was talking to John earlier about his recipe for mashed potatoes. Because mine is very similar, but I'm a classic. I like literally one, if I have it, heavy whipping cream. I do it like 1.5 ounces of heavy whipping cream. Copious amount of butter. I'm probably in the amount of potatoes we cut up. I'm probably going to throw in at least 1.5 sticks, if not 2 sticks of butter in there.
You're not supposed to tell me how much butter you put in that.
Yeah, Jessica doesn't want to know how much butter I put in that. It's and a lot of girls don't. I've actually had several girls say, "Don't tell me." I'm like, well, I'm telling you how to cook, okay? So a lot of butter, milk, and I use my blender to get it all smooth and silky. And the best thing about cooking is a lot of trial and error. You gotta just, you can always add more, so don't put too much in. I always pepper my potatoes. Are you a pepper fan?
Yeah. It's good to use white pepper. So you don't change the color.
Ooh, I didn't think of that. Do you pepper, Ray?
I do use pepper, but I'm where I do agree with John. I use the thick, coarse black pepper. I like to see it in my mashed potatoes.
All right. So, all right. Here's a question: do you want to see your pepper or not see your pepper? Are you a pepper pleaser? Are you pleased with pepper?
Ooh, I am pleased with. I'm a huge fan of black pepper. I get chastised for the copious amounts of black pepper I add to my food. I love this stuff.
I'm a big fan of pepper too. And is John? Is there any negative health ramifications to too much pepper?
No. Well, if it's in pepper spray, then yes.
We're not pepper spraying anybody, but I'm going to put the turkey in real quick. So I just realized I hadn't done that yet.
What about garlic?
What about garlic?
Is there any health, like too much about having too much garlic?
Only just it'll empower your social distancing, according to Ray Ray's feed from last hour.
Yeah, whoever commented that was hilarious.
Garlic helps you with social distancing.
Yes,
It does.
And I hear that people do say that there's a possibility of using too much garlic. And I've heard that I've made things with too much garlic. I have failed to actually experience it myself.
I agree with John. I've tasted his food. I love the amount of garlic he puts in. I'm a big fan of garlic. We actually, Jessica just got some more garlic at the store today.
Actually, really cool. Winco, the last 2 times since the apocalypse, they haven't had it. But they were having these elephant garlics where the clove was literally like that big. So the clove was the size of a small, like, whole bulb of garlic. It was amazing.
Garlic.
Sorry about that.
That's all it is garlic.
It was amazing.
I love garlic so much, but she discovered something that makes garlic so much easier. Show the camera.
Oh, wait. I can't. I'm not in the.
Hang on. There you go. So this is frozen fresh garlic.
Mhm.
Now, I grew up where you want fresh produce all the time. And then I found out that when you flash freeze things, sometimes it's a better and less expensive way to have the nutrition. It's better than canned. I mean, yes, there's some things you got to get that's canned for some soups and things like that, but if you can avoid canned, get fresh, but get frozen. Oh, it smells really good. I did not expect to have it so lovely, delicious. You see that, Ray?
I do see that, and a lot of times, things that are flash frozen, the producers tend to leave them on the vine longer. They let them, fully get right before they take them off, and then they flash freeze them. Or when we do get fresh, they're taken off before they're ripe, to where they can ripen in transport. So I'm also a big fan of getting some things flash frozen, especially strawberries.
Huh? I didn't know that. So, just a reminder to the mashed potatoes: be generous with butter. Have some fun trying out what kind of cream you want to add. You want to do heavy whipping cream, half and half milk. But the thing I like about this kind of cooking, turkey dinners, is the more you do them, you realize there's a lot. Most of the time, it's just spent cooking something and not actually working on it. Maybe we spent half this time just chatting. So. Until next time, Ray, we want to come on one more time.
Yes.
This is the Everyone Eats family, and Siri needs to stop. Siri couldn't jump in. I wish Siri could jump in. That'd be fun to have her. But
She's a known spotlight whore.
She's what?
She's a known spotlight whore. Siri.
Yeah.
What?
No, Siri, not you.
Oh, I don't like Siri.
She doesn't like Siri. But so this is your Everyone Eats family as we launch into this quarantine cooking. Stay tuned. Like and subscribe to the YouTube. Like and follow the Facebook. Find us on Instagram. We don't have it up just yet, but by the time you watch this, you probably will see it up. And we'll continue trying to find great cooking and culinary options for you. We'll eventually, when we're free of the quarantine, we're going to be featuring some great restaurants and chefs.
Epic brunch day.
Epic brunch day. That's
I'm
going to
so looking forward to our brunches together. I miss that so much, guys.
That's how Justin and I met. Was actually at a brunch.
Yeah.
Aw.
So, and this is going to be a great. The main thing is we just want to share how to cook tasty, healthy, and inexpensive. That's really what it's about. That's what it's about, and building a community around that. So, I'm going to sign off and get to finishing the cooking and then finish eating. And stay tuned. I'm going to show some pictures later on. So get to see the end results.
Absolutely. Give us something to look forward to.
Siri again. Sorry, that's guys. So, guys, have a great time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me where you're watching this. And we will catch you next time.
Bye,
See you, everybody. Have a great night.